Thank you for joining me today, everyone, as I demonstrate a new product, Sergio. This is the world's first online marketplace for uniformly developed surgery packages. But the purpose of this site was to really create an environment that empowers consumers when it comes to surgery. In any other industry, you know how much something costs before you actually consume it. This is not the case in healthcare. Rarely do you know how much something actually costs until after you've had the service. As I'll demonstrate for you in a moment, Sergio allows you to know exactly how much a procedure will cost and exactly what's included in that cost. So every service that you see on this platform is uniformly developed to allow you to make apples-to-apples comparisons of the choices that are available to you. So to begin, if you go to Sergio.com, you'll see our homepage. As you land there, you'll notice what sets our network apart is that this is surgeons that recommend other surgeons. So these are guys and gals that are operating together and actually know how each other performs in the operating room. I always like to call them our hidden gems. They're located throughout the country and until now may have had limited visibility for whatever reason. I often compare this platform to Hotels.com. When that platform came out, it gave an opportunity for bed and breakfast to compete with the big names like Marriott and Hilton and others. Similarly, Sergio is a platform that enables individual surgeons to compete with the bigger brand names as well. With that said, we absolutely welcome brand names. We welcome any facility, big name or not, and any surgeon that meets our strict requirements regarding practice history, specialization, the peer credentialing that I mentioned earlier, and whatnot. You can actually read more about how we qualify our surgeons by going up to the About Sergio option on the homepage and clicking on Qualifying Our Surgeons. Now, to move on to procedure selection, you'll see a clear call to action on the homepage. It says Select a Procedure. If you click on that chevron, you'll see a drop-down of what's available as of this moment. Please note that our network of surgeons as well as our procedures list is growing every day. And if you need a procedure that you're not seeing on this list, please do not hesitate to contact us, as we are often able to pull together a service by tapping into our surgeon network, usually in a matter of days. So again, we welcome you to contact us with any non-emergent procedure with the exception of pediatrics and maternity. There's a little bit of difficulty that comes with packaging those types of services due to the numerous outcomes that can happen. So someday, just not today. We've really spent some time on developing our penile implant surgeon network, so let's select that one. As you may or may not know, various situations lead to this procedure, or needing this procedure, including prostate cancer treatments or even chronic illnesses like diabetes. The first thing that you'll notice after you select a procedure is you're immediately told what it is that's included in the price that you're paying. So, for example, every penile implant package includes the surgeon, which has the before and after visits around the procedure, the anesthesia service, the prosthesis itself, use of the surgical facility, and again, complications protection. So I do want to make a note about complications protection. This feature financially protects a patient in the event of complications. Though they are rare, it's important to know that in spite of the surgeon doing everything they could possibly do right, complications can still happen. This option really provides the financial coverage of complications that are related to the procedure, both intra and post-operatively. And then in addition, our Sergio services is just the convenience that we like to wrap around this in assisting patients with coordinating their care, helping ensure that everybody has the necessary medical records, and just being there to help assist with any questions that come up. It also includes developing and using this platform that we've created. So as you'll see here, after I've selected the procedure, in addition to showing me exactly what's included in it, I can now look in here and browse all of my choices. So you'll see that we have a number of surgeons that are performing this procedure. So, patients have various criteria that they're looking for. Some of them want somebody who's been doing the procedure for a very long time. And I realize long time is subjective, but others may want a surgeon who's just come out of medical school because they're, perceive that to be more current on technology. So there's a lot of different factors that influence a patient's decision to choose a particular provider. As you can see here in the results, each provider profile has a clear price, lets you know how long they've been practicing, so when they completed all of their training, where they went to medical school, if they're board certified. In this case, you can see Dr. Robbins is board certified in urology, as well as the location of the actual procedure and where it would occur. We can also view a map of the results, and you can scroll in and out to sort of get to the different locations. So if I wanted to look at, say, Tennessee, as you zoom in, the map continues to expand a little bit, so you can look at the various packages, and I'll show you the details of those in a minute as well, and what happens when you've selected a provider you'd like to proceed with. And so I'm going to go ahead and close this map and go back to my choices. So I realized that sometimes seeing this many doctors can be a little bit overwhelming. How do you begin to know the difference? So what you can do is actually take 3 of them and do a little bit of a more detailed comparison. So I'm going to select Dr. Knoll, who happens to be our practice leader and just an all-around great guy. I'm going to select Dr. Levine, and I'm going to select Dr. Christine. So I've selected 3 physicians, 3 surgeons I should say, for comparison, and now you'll see them populated up here in the comparison bar. So let's go to the Compare Now page, and here you'll see them sort of laid out side by side, and you can start to do the comparison and see potential differences, and we're looking to enhance this in a way that will really provide meaning behind some of these differences. So we welcome, of course, any feedback regarding other capture items that may make sense, that would help patients choose. So again, this is the compare option. So if I say I want to learn more about Dr. Knoll, so what I'm going to do is click on the View Details the View Details action button, which is provided here, as well as it was on the results page and on the map view, actually, when you scroll over the individual results. So here I can see a personal statement from Dr. Knoll that tells me a little bit about him, what he's been doing, and it helps me kind of get a feel for who he is. And it again, just makes me feel a little bit more comforted when you have sort of a personal connection to that surgeon. So I personally appreciated this portion. Now, if you want more information about the package, you simply just need to click Download More Information, and will download a PDF that provides you, I'll drop that over here, that will provide you more detailed information about the surgery and what is and is not included. So you'll want to make sure that that if you proceed with surgery, you're reviewing this information. And also with penile implant surgery, we have a complications protection policy around that I mentioned earlier. So here's some additional details about that policy. So I welcome you to browse those. There's one of these for every procedure that we have available today. Alright, so let's say that I have now decided that I really like Dr. Knoll and I want to proceed with this service. I'm going to click on Choose This Package. What happens at this point is I am taken to a consultation request form. Now, understanding that not everybody might be comfortable filling this out online, you're more than welcome to call us if you'd rather give this information over the phone. But you can submit this information and rest assured that we've taken great measures to secure this via the encryption and server access and storage and all of that information. You can actually see more information about how we protect your information by scrolling down to the bottom here and reviewing protecting your health information, and that takes you through some of our policies and procedures around that. So if you proceed with the surgery, you can, like I mentioned, either fill out this form or call, and we'll get the information from you that way. And then what we'll do at that point is provide your information and any necessary medical records, which of course will help coordinate for you, and get those sent to Dr. Knoll's office. And what he'll do at that point is an evaluation of the medical records, and based on what he sees, he'll make a determination as to whether or not you or the patient is a surgical candidate for this procedure. And if he feels that you are, what happens at that point then is we collect payment for the surgery, and then what we'll do is assist you in the coordination of scheduling that preoperative consultation. And if for any reason your surgery is not performed or you elect to not proceed with surgery, that money is of course refunded to you. But if you do proceed with surgery, like I mentioned, we'll have that payment, and then once your surgery is complete, we will go ahead and take care of all the payments to Dr. Knoll, Dr. Knoll's facility, the anesthesiologist, the implant maker, all of the various parties, just to make it very, very simple. And then obviously we'll provide you information for this particular procedure around the complications policy. Should you have anything happen, we'll give you clear information about who to contact and when and how. So that is essentially the process. I welcome you to review again the list of procedures that we have. Take a look and see if there's something that you need, or if something that you know a friend or loved one needs. Absolutely send them our way. You can also browse our step-by-step process that again takes you through a little more detail of how it works. A better job than I did of taking you through the process that happens after you submit a consultation form. We do have financing available, so I welcome folks to take a look at that and see if you qualify. There are 3 criteria that you'll want to keep in mind: a physical U.S. address, social security number, and a credit score of at least 640 is required to be able to take advantage of the financing offers. So again, we welcome you to call us if you have any questions about anything related to this website, or if you happen to know any great surgeons that you've personally used yourself, or a loved one has used, to please contact us, and we'd love to get to know them. So thank you very much for your time today.